Hi, my name is Austin, maker of Whiplash Media, and I got a new product coming in from Kustom Interiors that we're going to be installing on my C7 Grand Sport Corvette. Now for the first step, you're going to want to move the seat all the way forward because we're then going to disconnect the battery. To disconnect the battery, you're going to need a 10mm socket. You're going to disconnect the positive, and you're going to use the carpet or the little foam piece to kind of block the connector from reconnecting onto the battery just in case. So you're just going to point me in the right direction. Oop. And then over there. Nope. And then up top left. Got it? Nope. Now you can do this all by yourself and lift the target top up, but I was able to have a friend help me out, and it does come in handy to have a friend in the next following steps, as it's going to be a little difficult to move the seats around. Oh shit. Close the door. You're going to start unbolting the seats. It makes it easier to get underneath to get all the straps. These are all going to be 17mm bolts. For the front, you're going to want to pry up and pull out. These safety clips do break very easily, so just be careful. We did break one while we were doing it. Now, the very first step before you put this on, you're going to want to unzip the leather seat. It's going to help a lot on fitting it, but it is a very tight fit. It's going to be pretty difficult. You're going to want to move the seat around, and the centerpiece does have a Velcro spot that you need to undo before putting on the whole entire thing, as it will get stuck on the headrest. As you can tell, I was struggling in this, and luckily later on, as you can see with the passenger side when it starts coming up, that I had my friend help me out and start moving the seat around for me. It is easier to lift the seat up to start putting on around the edges and stuff like that, so the armrest doesn't get in the way. The bottom portion of the seat is a lot easier to do. You just kind of lay it flat on it. I personally lifted up the seat to be able to fit the nearest side console cushion in. That made it a lot easier to put on. And then for the outside, where the controls are for the seat, I tucked the leather in between the seat and the plastic trim. It makes it a lot easier and cleaner look to put the straps right through underneath the seat. That's when you're going to start pushing the leather straps all the way through. There's going to be a flat piece that you're going to basically slide in completely flat, and then once it comes all the way out through the back side of the seat, you're then going to flip it up, and it's basically going to just keep tension onto the back of the rest. These straps avoid the motor, and then turned off the light. These straps avoid the motor, clip right into here, right here, and then the cross strap goes underneath, right here, and that's where the back ones link into. And then the OEM ones just go back to its original spot right here, right there. I did have a lot more help on the passenger side, but my friend did not want to be in the video as much, so I tried to keep him out of the video as much. But once you get the driver's side, you just repeat for the passenger side. Now for seat cover, I will say I was actually really impressed with the quality. If you're not willing to swap out your seats, buy new seats or anything like that, and you don't have the 2LZ or the 3LZ pack, I would highly recommend this. Is a great thing to own. The install is very easy and such high quality, a lot of people think I have custom seats. Personally would rate these about a 9 out of 10. The only reason I don't give them a 10 out of 10 is because the leather is so good that it is pretty stiff and it does take some time to seat in.